Okay, Laura, could you tell me a little bit about what compelled you to get involved with Girls Football Week?
I think just, we do, since coming back from the World Cup, we realised that everyone was a part of our journey, everyone supported us and really kind of, wanted us to do so well. So I think it's only fair that when we're back now and events like this are happening, that we kind of, attend and give something back and, ask any questions that the girls may have and show our support to them.
And women's football's the third largest team sport in the UK, which may surprise some people. Well, that shows just how large it is, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly that. And again for this week, the kind of aims was to get 5,000 girls playing, but now we're reaching 16,000. So, even figures like that is just incredible and just shows how far our sport is going.
How surreal is it for yourself having young girls come up to you and look at you as a role model, wanting selfies and autographs?
Yeah, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant, because personally growing up, when I was young many years ago, unfortunately now, there just wasn't those role models about. Maybe females and women in other sports, maybe athletics, but in football they just weren't. Oh, they were about, but maybe not as accessible through TV and media. So, but now, from the World Cup and our games at WSL games now are shown, and we've got a review show. There's so many ways that these girls can watch our games, and so it's just brilliant that they really do have accessible role models and who they can meet and ask any questions and really aspire to be like.
And comparing now to when you were younger, what are the facilities like? What were they like back when you started?
I think we were, facility-wise, you just try and get anything that you possibly could. You would still play subs, you would kind of, training kit and beg, steal and borrow from whoever and wherever, and sponsorship, you kind of just beg anyone for a couple of £100 or, to help with travel expenses or anything like that. But and I think it's brilliant that, as women's football does get better and as it grows and grows, that the facilities do get better. We have a better structure in women's football, a better pathway, so it's not just these girls are properly put on the pathway and have the kind of resources and the facilities to improve it if they really want to.
And since the success at the World Cup, how have you noticed attitudes changing?
Yeah, everyone just wants to come up and ask you questions and be a part of the journey, really. I think during the World Cup, my dad said that a friend of his was at the start, in the group games, was like, oh, have you seen the England women play in the World Cup? But then as soon as the quarterfinals and we beat one in the quarterfinal, it was like, we can do this, we can win the World Cup. So again, I think that people, as successful teams go for, throughout tournaments, I think an attachment kind of forms and people, change the them to a we, and that's brilliant, and that's what people want to tell you about.
And I've got to ask you about that win over Germany. That was a really big achievement for the England ladies, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and I think at the time we were just more relieved, I think, about kind of coming away with a bronze medal after the semi-final and what happened there. Then I think really in any other game it would all be about Germany, but because it wasn't, because it was more about kind of getting over the semi-final and getting the medal, maybe we didn't realise what we'd actually done and beaten Germany, and we hadn't done it for, since whenever. So it's absolutely fantastic when you look back and think exactly what we did.
And at a club level, how would you assess the Knox County's ladies season from both a team perspective and a personal perspective?
Yeah, team perspective, we had a really good start to the season. Then with the World Cup break, the second part of the season, we haven't really picked up that momentum again. We've been inconsistent with results and performances. But having said that, we're in a semi-final of the Cup this Sunday and hoping to progress through to the final. So that would be two finals in the season if all goes well. And personally, I've enjoyed being closer to home, which is what my main objective was to be. I think it's a club moving forward and growing, and I look forward to a few more seasons there.
And finally, looking forward to playing with England more in the future.
Yeah, exactly. That is our aim. That's and it's such an honour to represent our country and to hopefully progress women's football and look forward to the Euros.